guys, CRL Rosberg back at it again for another video. This time we're back for another race in Apex Online Racing F2. I don't know why I call it Apex Online Racing. Why don't I just call it Airlines, what normal people do? But we're back anyway. This time at the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, where I was somewhat confident, I think. I knew my pace would be alright, but my only issue would be is if everyone else's pace was going to be better, to be honest. I'm not exactly the fastest person at Monza, to be honest. I've never, in recent games, I haven't exactly had a great click with the circuit. But for some reason in AOR I always did semi-well. I think my first AOR win came in Season 11 at Monza. On F1 2016 League Racing. I think I only did like 2 races, one of them I disconnected in, so I mean I can't really have an opinion on it. F1 2017, lag played a big part every time we came to Monza, but it is what it is. But anyway, on to our qualifying lap. This was our fastest lap, actually recorded it this time. Braking just before the 100-metre board, turning in second gear. You want to go over the sausage curb, just so that like half the car is on the inside of the sausage curb, just kind of helps in overtake. Now, at this point, you're going to want to go down to medium ERS up until the exit of Lesmo 2. Coming into here, a little bit shaky on the steering, but again, you want to be over the sausage curb, and then in the second apex, you don't really want to use full lock on the pad or else you die. Through Lesmo 1 into Lesmo 2, breaking the 50-metre board in 4th gear, revving it out. Staying in medium until the DRS, then we pop it into overtake, just because ERS management around the circuit is awful. Coming into Ascari, you want to brake at the 100-metre board, turn in, use as much curb as possible, try and control the car on the exit on these curbs, as we do quite well there. We are currently in P5 at the moment. We were P3, I think, when we started the lap. Infamous Clays, who's on current pole position, has retired, braking at the 50-metre board into the final corner. On the run to the line, taking the shortest run possible into overtake, and we do a 18.9, just missing out on beating our teammate Infamous Clays by 600ths. We miss out by great lap from Clays. Myself, that was the first 18 I've done. We are ahead of Clone Troop, Verstappen, Dralix, Smithson, and Melanie. Franglish, LGS, and Farah running at the top 10. If you guys aren't aware, which if you're not, then clearly you need to subscribe to my channel and actually watch my videos, because I'm desperate for views, not just for subscribers, because it is what it is, isn't it? But as we can see, can't see, but championship standings, let's talk about that for a minute. On the formation lap, the championship standings, we are, I think, 26 points off. No, not 26, 16 points off Melanie, who's currently on top. We're in a pretty comfortable second at the moment. The championship battle at the moment is really mainly between myself and Melanie. So, well, we have got outsiders in the top 4, like Infamous Clays, who's currently on pole, and VSR Dralix. But anyway, we are ready for the 5 red lights to start the Italian Grand Prix. We've got 4 and now 5, and it's lights out and away we go. We get a great launch. That's the start that we needed. As you can see, we look back, we've seen that we've had the best start out of everyone, and we're going to hold the inside into turn 1, trying to pick our braking point, try not to brake too late, try and push Clays out a little bit wide, just so that we have the inside line for turn 2, and I say the inside line for turn 2. Actually, just so we defend the position, and that is us into P2, Clays down, no, us into P1, Clays into P2. There's a bit of a battle going on between Clone Troop and Verstappen for P3, but I think Verstappen's held on. He's held on, I think he's making the move. I'm not sure where he started. I think I can't actually remember. I think it was P4 or P5. But myself and Clays, we've had, well, as a team, we've had the start that we needed. Obviously, constructors-wise, 1-2s are perfect, but honestly, I'm not really fussed about the constructors. I mean, if we could win it, then that'd be amazing. But you know, I've got to drive this championship. I want to win, and that's the main target. But so is Clays. He's also a very quick driver. I can't let that lie down. As you can see, flies onto the back of me on the exit of the first chicane. But you know, he is a very quick driver. He's going to be challenging us throughout this race. I would almost bet on it, considering the slipstream around here as well. And my job at the moment was to build the gap on, if I could, Clays, but if possible, more than likely I'd want to build the gap on Verstappen, just so that it was a two-man train, no like 3 or 4 man groups. Wasn't a fan of that. So if it was just myself and Clays, I'd be happy with it. As you can see, DRS is now enabled, so it's been enabled for a lap already. Clays has gone to the outside, he's more than likely going to make the move. We're just going to let him pass, really. Braking a bit late and nearly crashing into him, which would have been...
Okay, keep on him. Might make a mistake.
Okay, so I kind of spoke a little bit over that, so it's going to have to be edited. But as I was trying to say, nearly crashing into the back of him, that would have been an absolute nightmare for us. But Jeff just coming over the radio telling us that he might make a mistake, so cheers Jeff. Lap 4, as we can see, this is just kind of showing you I'm not bothered about overtaking Clays. I know he's got the pace, he's one of the quickest guys in the league, and you know, I'm just going to use the slipstream, try not to battle him too much. If I can get past on a straight, that's amazing, but I'm not going to go for like a stupid dive bomb. This is only the start of the race, and there's no need to try and ruin our races in just the first 5 laps. There's just no need. So if I wasn't able to make a comfortable move, I was happy to just sit behind him, save my fuel in the ERS, and save it for another time. Because, like I said, there's no need to rush into an overtake. Clays, he's got the pace to hang on to the lead, so why mess with his rhythm? So see, we are building the gap, the 2 Haas cars of Verstappen and Dralex. But as you see, moving to the inside, we weren't close enough to make a move anyway. As Clone Troops left the session, he actually crashed, which is unfortunate for him. He looked like he was going to have a pretty good race starting in P3. But as you can see, Jeff coming over the radio tell us an alternate strategy. I'm not in the mood for that one, to be honest. Lap 6 now, down the second DRS straight. I think it's the second one, it should be anyway. As you can see, again, just sitting behind him, minding our own, doing our own thing. I was planning to overtake him this lap, but coming through a Ascari, he's going to get really wide onto the curbs, and that's his race over. Infamous Clays, he's stacked it completely, and that's really unfortunate for him. He was having a really good race, he was leading, and I don't know whether that was pressure that was putting him under. Maybe he was trying too hard to push to try and break away, but whatever he did, it's clearly not worked, and it's ended up with him in the wall, which it's made my race a little bit harder. I mean, I've got 2 teammates behind me. Well, not at the moment. I've got Franglish in 3rd, Dralex in 2nd, as Bailey made a pit stop on the previous lap. As we come into the pits on lap 10. But I was happy to just have Clays in front of me to use him as a slipstream, which would have been great, as we've been held in the pits for like an extra second and a half for no reason. But you know, it is what it is. So that will actually help Verstappen and Dralex in their pursuit for me, which I'm not happy about. Coming out of the pits now, we come out in a lot of clean air, really. X-Power is ahead of us, a couple of seconds up the road, as you can see. He's already out, he's nearly at turn 3, and we're just coming around the second corner, so it's all good up in here. Dralex in P2, and Bailey not quite making the undercut work, but he's going to have, his tyres are going to be heated up, they're going to be ready to fire up. And he's going to be looking for a move on Dralex very soon, as we get a corner cut warning there. That's not very good. That's so big. Well, it's not very smart driving, is it? Clearly, I was on the edge, trying to maintain the lead, and hope that Bailey, who's now in 2nd, doesn't catch me. But he was slowly creeping in. That was my 2nd warning, I believe. And from here on out, if I get another warning, getting the pen away, so it's all about just keeping calm and making sure I don't do anything silly. But as you can see, we're in a bit of traffic here, and we're on the outside of Hayden, but we've been boxed in because we couldn't make a move on X-Power. Hayden brakes really late, runs out really wide at Ascari, and he's completely lost the car. I'm assuming the car just didn't grip up all the tyres, it just wasn't really working out for him. On the back, X-Power didn't want to overtake him, just ended up having DRS on the next straight, and we've nearly rear-ended him there. That's really dangerous. I didn't like that at all. Holy crap, that was way too close for my liking, to be honest. Never again. I don't want that to happen. And I wanted his DRS for this straight, and just so I can make a simple move and gain time on the straight to Verstappen to overshoot the corner as well. And there he is. Verstappen, Bailey even pretty close to us, and that mistake cost me quite a lot, to be honest. A good second, maybe half a second. Yeah, not smart driving there from myself, to be honest. But now X-Power's going to be holding up Bailey, so I needed to take that as an advantage, and I did stretch the gap to about a second and a bit. But there's a couple of laps just showing you, well, the gaps at the minute. Here's Pelsery and Sam F1. They're still out on the medium and soft tyres. They're going to be pitting the end of this lap, using a bit of slipstream from Pelsery to again help us out. Coming across the line, as you can see. Verstappen 1.3 behind us, next lap, coming across the line. My lap times were a little bit inconsistent, has to be honest, but I wasn't pushing to my max. I just wanted to maintain the lead I had. I just wanted to be consistent, no corner cutting, and just overall be as safe as possible, to be honest.
Okay, clear.
Wasn't fancying a crash or a penalty, to be honest, which it would have been very easy to do with myself on 2 warnings already. As you can see, taking it so cautiously through there as we look back, and that's Verstappen, who's lost the rear. He ran into the gravel, and he's in the wall. I know my exact feelings when I saw that. Bit of context is needed. In Belgium, he disconnected as he had taken the lead from myself, actually. And today, in this race, he's made an unforced error, really. Well, I say unforced, it's his own mistake, but it's such an easy mistake to happen, and it's just caught him out. He's taken too much curve, I'd assume, and the second chicane has ended his race, really. I remember I looked back and saw his car basically in the gravel, and I was so upset for him, because he's got no luck at the moment, but the pace is there, the potential is there, and if he just keeps trying, I know he's going to be absolutely fine, and he'll be chasing race wins before he knows it. Coming into Ascari now, final lap. What we need to do is just take the car home, and Jesus, holy moly, we nearly got off our 3rd warning, and that would have been a penalty right there. But thankfully, we just slammed the brakes and managed to just slip by without the game detecting our corner cut, which was very lucky. But we did lose about a second to Dralix right there, which thankfully there wasn't another lap, or else I'd have been fuming. But there it is, our 3rd race win of the season, 2 in a row, and well, championship looking pretty good. I was pretty happy after that, as you see our little man absolutely buzzing, to be fair. Dralix getting the podium. I think that's his 1st podium since his win in Germany, and Franglish also on the podiums from getting 2nd at Belgium, so he should be happy with that. Taking a look at the race standings now, waiting for it to appear. Here it is, winning the Grand Prix ahead of Dralix and Franglish. As I said, SSR Bombers coming home in P4, so great race from him. Ferrer in P5, LGS in P6, Sam making up a good few places to get P7, Jork in P8, Pelsery P9, and X-Power in P10. Most notable name that's down the field is Melanie, not in the points, and remember he was 16 points ahead of us in the championship. As we take a look at the championship standings now, you can see that we've actually taken the lead of the championship for the first time this season, and for the first time in AOR, to be honest. Even in season 11, I was nowhere near the championship lead, to be honest. But there it is, taking it at a pretty crucial moment, taking 2 race wins in a row. Melanie, a couple of bad races now, and he's going to be hoping to bounce back. Dralix, again, he's making progress in the championship. Franglish jumps, Clay's off to his DNF, and from 6th to 10th it has all remained as John. Shout out to John, he's still in P10 despite him not being able to race anymore. But anyway, that should be the video right there. So, Singapore next. I'm not looking forward to that, to be honest, because I know Singapore's going to be a shit show. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like it, subscribe, because again, I'm desperate for views and subscribers, because I'm like that. But if you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, comment your thoughts if you want. To me, that could be handy, I guess. And I will see you guys in my next video. Cheers.